Brain freeze alert. And welcome to the 26-degree beer garden in front of the Grand Fig and the Fireless Pit. And if you're here because you like beer, and let's be honest, why else would you be here? Unless you like looking at people standing in the snow, then please tap that subscribe button down below, because I have low self-esteem and approval from strangers on the internet makes me feel a lot better about myself. Thank you. And I'm feeling better already. Hey, town and state or town and country where you are viewing from, I genuinely love to read where my viewers are watching from. As a matter of fact, I made a note on the back of my sold-out A Beer Snob's Cheap Brew Review coaster set. Roanoke, Virginia, thanks for checking us out. Columbia, South Carolina. Cheyenne, Wyoming. And let's go to America's Hat, Canada. Ottawa, Ontario, checking us out. And also, thank you for the super thanks. Down below, if you look down right underneath the screen, there's a little heart with an S in it. That's a super thanks. And appreciate all of you who have given me a super thanks, because that money goes right back into buying the beer that I review. Started off with cheap brews, but now, because thanks to the super thanks, we're stepping it up a couple of notches with some better brews. But not today. Today, it is Bud Light Lime. Because you requested it, and because I didn't know it was going to snow today, and this was the only thing we had in the garage refrigerator. 4.2% alcohol, pretty much a waste of electricity if you ask me. And right on the can, brewed with real lime peels. So I expect this to be as bitter as all get out. This is another one of those brews that say brewed with natural flavors, which if you ever see something that says natural flavors in it, it's not natural. I mean, this is a big old can. Too much. More Bud Light. See, I should stop talking, because I don't want to say I'm going to hate it, because you know me and Bud Light and all those drinks. Go ahead and pop the top. See what we got. I'm just going. I already have a preposition in my head that it's going to taste cheap. It's going to taste... Hopefully, I will be pleasantly surprised. Of course, we're pouring into the Red Label sold-out A Beer Snob's Cheap Brew Review pint glass. So here we go with a pour. Bud Light Lime. I don't know why you just wouldn't take a regular beer and slice a lime and put it in it. I don't get that. Well, I get it from the macro producers. You know, they want you to have that sort of island experience with the lime in it, but it costs too much to use real lime. So I'm not a Bud Light drinker at all. I'd rather stay sober, to be honest. However, it's been a long time, and you requested it, the Bud Light Lime, and like I said, we didn't plan on the snowstorm, so it's all I had in the back of my garage fridge that we call Ken. I am rather encouraged by the probably artificial color they add to that. I'm not going to be so negative, because I know some of you out there love Bud Light and love Bud Light Lime. So we'll go with that. Town and state, town and country where you're viewing from, please. And let me know what beverage you're enjoying while you're watching this brew review. Time for the nose, shall we? The nose at 26 degrees in the beer garden. I got nothing. No malt, no hops, no beer, really. And if I turn my nostrils inside out and wind up looking like a party favor, I am going to say I do detect the ever so slightest amount of lime. But it sort of reminds me of those little lollipops that you would get at the bank, where your mom would go through the bank drive-through and they'd see you sitting there in the passenger seat as a little kid, and so the bank teller would put a little lollipop in that vacuum tube thing that would go down. It's like one of those lime lollipops. Or the you ever get those Lifesaver rolls that have the fruit flavoring in it? Like one of those. That's what it smells like. All right. 2% alcohol. pretty much a waste of electricity even brewing it. But let's go ahead and time for the liquid to hit the lips. I'm going to rate this out of 5 stars. How good a cheap brew is it? Cheers. Brain freeze alert. Like I said, it's 26 degrees here, and the Bud Light Lime is probably about 29 degrees. Hold up the can. God, there's the cheapness is kicking in the back end. All right, it started out. I detected no beer at all. It was kind of seltzer-esque, and then it diluted into a generic grocery store brand soda, lime soda. You know, they have those knockoff brands that, yeah, your parents tell you, yeah, it's just like Sprite or it's just like 7-Up, but it's $3 cheaper because it's the store brand. That's kind of what it tastes like. And then afterwards, on the back end of that, no quality whatsoever. There is that metal cheapness. Now I'm getting that hollow kind of. If they, it's not as bitter as I thought it was going to be. They say brewed with real lime peels. I don't know why he even bothered. Because what lime there is, it tastes very cheap. I don't know what else to say. I was a little encouraged at first. I was like, oh, this is not too bad. This is almost refreshing. And then I remembered, it's 4.2%, and you know, you're going to have to machine gun about 5 of these to even get down the road. So, out of 5 stars, how good a cheap brew is Bud Light Lime? I got this big can, I don't know what it is, it looks like it's 24 ounces, for $2.99, which I probably paid $2 too much for it. It's, who would be drinking this? People who don't like beer. I mean, really. If you don't like beer, go ahead and try it, because it doesn't taste like beer. It tastes like a weird something. I don't know what. So out of 5 stars, I would rack up Bud Light Lime at a 1.12 out of 5 stars. So there you go. Town and State, Town and Country. Let me know what you think of that score as we are freezing here in the beer garden in front of the Grand Fig and Fireless Pit. And again, thank you for your super thanks down below. Hey, please check out more of my brew reviews, over 220 to date on this channel. I guarantee you're going to find something you're going to like in there, or maybe even something you're going to hate. So please check it out and let me know what you think. And hey, it's a beautiful day here in the beer garden. Any day is a good day to drink a beer. So you grab yourself a beer and you drink that beer. Cheers.